Hey everybody, what's up? Off the Script is back with Sasha Mercedes and
Nicole. Trying to sound sweet.
y'all know y'all miss us every time. Y'all know y'all do. Y'all be seeing our pretty thing, y'all pretty little faces and stuff. And what I'm just
We miss y'all too, though.
saying. So we also brought my sister and my really good friend day one,
Yes.
Miss Kim from Pretty Lady Boutique in the building.
Hey, Kim.
And y'all, we got a juicy conversation. We hadn't talked about this in a while, but I figured I would bring it up with some ladies since it's all of, we've had a couple men. Well, last time we had a woman, but we've had a few men embracing us with their beautifulness. Yeah, because they were beautiful. And but today I figured we would have some conversations about relationships as all of us being single and newly single and all this stuff. So we surprised my sister Kim because she been trying to figure out all the things I was gonna talk about. I said none of your business, okay? All right. So first I wanna ask you a question. Of course, it's about relationships, and we done had our share of some crazy situations. So, as we mature, do you think that we have to start adjusting our preferences? Because we'd be like, oh, he too short, or he ain't tall enough, or he ain't light enough, or she ain't thick enough or slim enough. Do you think we have to start adjusting the older we get?
I do. I think we do for sure because most times when we grow and we change, our mind is in one place when we're younger, and then as we grow, we just have a different levels. So I feel like when you know what you want, that's what matters the most.
Absolutely.
It ain't always about what they look like; it's about what they come with too. So
Yes.
most beautiful guys be a miss on the
Oh
inside.
yes,
Same
Yeah.
way for women. So
yes,
yeah, we do have to adjust.
I agree.
Yeah.
What you think?
Yeah, I agree. I agree with that. We do have to adjust now. I'm going to say that now he got to me, I feel like, I do like to look at something nice now. Now, he around here looking like Sam Cassell. I can't do it. Okay, I can't do it. But and then Sam Cassell may have a beautiful heart, but I'm not about to look at Mac and me every day. I'm sorry. I want to look at somebody that that's nice to look at, easy on the eyes, and I feel like though seriously when you ask God for something and He produces that. If you strategically ask him, I believe that he will come through for you. You know what I'm
Absolutely.
saying? And give you every attribute and everything that you request for in a mate or spouse or, partner, significant other. And then to backdoor that, you know, he may be beautiful to you, just
Yes.
like
Yes.
a lot of people they talking about how Jay-Z, Beyonce call him beautiful. He may not be beautiful to y'all, but I'm sure he's beautiful to her. So
Absolutely.
beauty is in the eye of the beholder.
Absolutely.
you know
Absolutely.
so
I
yeah.
I agree. But I'm gonna be real. I even like the statement I made earlier. I'm not gonna say what I said because I don't want my sister. Me and my sisters know what I said. But anyways, um, but one thing I've learned about myself is I struggle with the height situation. I can work with a lot of things. It's the height, and I know what it is because I feel like I'm at the age where I can meet someone that doesn't have kids or a person that does have kids. And if I meet a person that doesn't have kids, I might have to be open to another child, which Lord knows I really don't want no more children for real. But that's a side note. But if I end up having a child, I'll be trying to think. I want my child to be. If it's a boy, I want to have the opportunity to be tall. I don't want to have to be 5'3" like mama. Then he might not be able to find. I'm just kidding. But I mean, I know. I don't know. I superficially think about crazy stuff like that, and so now I'm trying to understand that that's immature of me to think like that, and I have to rearrange my thought process if you want to find someone, especially people that are more genuine and ain't playing games.
Yeah,
I mean, but you like what you like
that's
though.
very true.
That's true too.
You like what you like.
Yeah, ain't nothing wrong with it.
And it's not you don't have to. I'm not saying not adjust your thinking and but if you like tall men, speak it out, speak it into existence. Hey, I want me a tall man You know, because I want to wear my heels. I
I do
shouldn't have to
too.
put on no
I do
wedge
too.
Oh, that's so true.
or no 3-inch heel because
Just-
I'm going. And I
yeah.
used to find myself doing that when I was dating. Like, oh Lord, I went out with this one guy. I was taller than him, y'all, without my heels on. I'm 5'4". I was like, okay.
I'm telling
He
you.
was real persistent and you know, can I take you out? And I'm like, and
And
I
it'd
ate
be
good.
so nice.
He was.
It was so nice.
I ate good, but I was like, you know what? At the end of the night, he reached up to kiss me. I say, oh no.
He reached up.
He had to reach up.
Like, you know, I was like, oh no, we're not doing that. We're not doing that. No, we're not doing that. No, little guy. No.
Now listen, I'm gonna tell y'all. I have been trying to adjust. I've been on some dates with people, and I know what I be doing. I'm truly. I have a petty spirit somewhere in me.
Oh, no,
Somewhere.
it's all the way in there.
It's,
It
some,
ain't
it's somewhere in me, and so I put heels on on purpose. They don't know I be measuring them. I'm the fucking rule. Excuse my language. I'm the ruler, so I be the ruler. You can't hear you no.
My
You
issue
know.
is older people. I attract a lot of older men, and I think because I'm in my, I'm 37, so men think because I'm older that they want a younger older woman. I'm like, I'm not trying to be no old man, nobody's granddaddy. No, ma'am, Pam. Okay, I'm just not.
Yeah.
And I do want you to have some standards. I want you to at least have a wheel in the making. Or some,
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Have some savings going on.
Yeah.
Have a house. Have your
Yeah.
stuff together.
Yeah.
I don't know, old man. I know there are some younger men who have their stuff together. So.
Oh
You're
yeah.
right.
Yeah.
You know.
And you know what? The old ones sometimes act like they
ain't
like
all
the
that
younger
either.
ones too. You know, and vice versa.
Yeah.
So
very true.
you know, just because they older, you know, people they don't have it together. Because I've dated one that was in their 50s, and I'm like, sir, you act like you 23. Like, come on.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Yeah.
Like
Very
you know, that's a turn off.
It is.
That's
It
a turn
is.
off.
It's just so many things I feel like we have to consider when we're trying to, I guess, humble ourselves, but also keep a standard. And, and as you grow, it's just certain things you just don't want to deal with no more. And you already then been through so much, you know what you really want. And like you said, you like what you like. But then I also see people that get to a point, yeah, you like what you like, but then it's not mathing. It doesn't make sense what you're trying to do because are you not looking at yourself and understanding where you are in your life,
Right,
Right.
Mm-hmm.
And so it's a lot. And sometimes I look at I ain't gonna lie, I know y'all know the DM, it be on fleek. And I be looking like, do I look like, do I look like somebody?
A lot of them don't make it make sense. They
Yeah.
just,
Yeah. Do
Yeah.
I look like
Yeah.
you supposed to be,
Yeah.
with this?
yeah, they coming
Oh.
down in your DM. You know, I get it.
I feel disrespected. I be
Oh my
looking like
God. Yeah.
that. I
Right.
swear, I ain't trying to be mean. I love Michael Blaston, but he look like Michael Blaston. I'm
Oh
like,
my
I be
God.
like, do
Right.
I look like? Do we look like we is a couple? Do we look like we would work together? Let's stand side by side. Let's practice. What you think?
They bold coming in there looking like in your inbox looking like Virgil T from in the heat of the night. If you don't get your that's out of my inbox.
No, looking like Harriet Tubman. Listen, I'm like, what is going on? And I'm like, is this what I have to settle? Is this where I gotta? I guess that is he nice? I gotta be okay with this because he nice, right? They say I need to adjust to this, right? Because I gotta be. I'm
Not
lost.
that, not like that.
Nah.
There's
Listen.
somebody for everybody, but that might not be you.
That, right.
No, sir.
I'm with you, Kim. I'm with you.
They
My
gonna be
next,
all right.
uh,
I'm just saying, they're going to be all right.
I know, right?
Right.
Next question. How important is it, do you feel like when you actually find your significant other to be, other, I
Other,
can't
gotcha.
talk, Ugh. Significant other, is it to have a relationship with their family?
How important is it to have
Yes.
a relationship with them? It's very important because you got to, first of all, let's just say I did want to have a kid. You got to know where they're going to be coming from. Those traits are real. And what they look like might come into your, to your baby. So I feel like it's important to get to know who who you're around. You know what I'm saying? Because they're gonna represent their people represent them.
Right.
So you might get with him and he might be everything, and then the mom might be a whole nother story. The dad might be another. The other people just might be a whole turnoff.
Yeah.
So it's important to get to know who you who you marrying if it's gonna go that far.
Absolutely.
For me, I did get to know my ex's family, and we became really, really good friends. I became closer to his family than, his friends, I would say, because they were cool like that.
Yeah.
And I was glad it was like that, but it's funny how now we don't talk anymore, but, never know.
Yeah.
Never know.
That's funny. That's a divine conversation. I just had a hour conversation literally with my ex-husband's aunt.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, wow.
Right before the show, like on the way here.
Mm-hmm.
She called me and she was just saying, I'm recently divorced. I divorced in October of last year. And she said, I just want you to know that you're always going to be family.
Mm-hmm.
I honor you, I respect you, I love you, and I want you to know that, you just always going to be a part of this family. And it wasn't necessarily the in-laws, because I haven't spoken to my in-laws since the divorce. But just for her to reach out to me that was everything, because I was just like, damn, I love these people. I was with these people for 21 years.
Yeah.
And then now it's like no communication, no nothing.
Mm-hmm.
But then for her to reach out to me, it is important for you to build that relationship. And, I honestly think they love me more than they love their nephew. But no, I think that is important. The relationship is important.
I'm gonna be the rebellious one. I think it's a little bit of both. And I'm gonna say, because you build these relationships with people and you think they're genuine, the family, and then my thing is, if it's genuine, whether me and him break up or not, you still gonna care about me,
Right?
But we get clouded by, because this my husband, they got me even whenever I'm gone, and then they're not. They don't have you. They just pretended all along.
Right.
Yeah.
They were for them.
Yeah.
And that's the part I don't like, because if you're genuine about the relationship that you build with that person, then it shouldn't be, they got a divorce, I don't have a relationship with them. No. That still should be someone that you at least caring about. Are you alive? Are you okay?
Yeah.
Something.
Right. Right.
So that's that side of things. And then I've seen from my field on the other side of things, where you have this couple that's doing great, and you have a family that's completely against like, say it's the son, they're against the wife. They just flat out don't like the wife, but they're doing fine. So then I think if she continued to try to force them to like her, force them to embrace her, because we have this thought process that, of course, we should have a relationship with the family, she would get drained with that. So I think it really just depends on the type of family you dealt with.
Yeah, very true.
Yeah, because that's both of those scenarios to me can be sad. You have some that they'll stick with you, but then you got some that when they try their family gone, they gone.
Yeah, and that I think that's for me that was the most hurtful part, because you had and I'm sure my sister and my ex-sister-in-law watching, and she's one of my best friends. We still are cool, but it's like, I think that the most hurtful thing for me was the mom would still send scriptures and what thus said the Lord, and then this happened, and then it's like, she's
right.
she don't communicate with her. I feel like, again, like you said, if it was genuine from jump, it would still be genuine. But people have their motives, and at the end of the day, sometimes you'll just never be good enough for their child. No matter what you do, you'll just never be good enough for their child, and they're going to feel how they feel. And, real situations produce real actions and real results. And basically, at the end of the day, I just feel like she didn't care anyway.
That's true.
So.
Is there a right or wrong way to love a person? How people just feel like, some people feel like they have like this, I guess, I don't know, rule book on how to love a person when you do find a significant other. Like, you're supposed to do this, and you're supposed to do this, and it's supposed to be 1 + 1 = 2. And do you feel like that is how things is, or do you feel like it depends on the scenario? What is your perception on that, guys?
I thought you were going to go first.
Either one of you guys.
I don't think that's a right or wrong way. I think it just depends on the connection you have with that person, whether it's genuine or not. Because to be honest, nobody can tell you how to love somebody or
Right.
how to be loved either. You know, you got to know what you want. They got to know what they want. So
Right.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think so.
I
Mm-mm.
agree.
Yeah.
I agree.
I think if you can teach people how to love you,
Right.
now whether you have knowledge on how to be, how to teach someone how to love you. I don't think it's a right or wrong way to do it. No, a wrong way. Well, it is. A wrong way is just dogging that person, and beating that person, or being abusive to that person, and saying, "Oh, that's love." That's not
Yeah,
love.
that's
That's a wrong way to love somebody. And if it, through your experiences of toxicness, you know what I'm saying. But if it's something like, you just, if it's genuine love, you'll know it. You'll feel it.
Yeah.
You'll experience it. We know some toxic stuff and abuse and verbal abuse and stuff. We know that that's not love, and some people do think that that's love. They feel like a lot of women think that that's love, to be, you know, down talked to, and oh well, he just cared for me. He just no, he don't, boo. No,
Yeah.
he don't, and no, he don't, sir. No, she don't, sir.
Mm-hmm.
She don't. But when you genuinely love somebody, I think you're careful with your words. You're careful with your actions. You're more prone to just being careful with their heart and how they feel, and their feelings and stuff like that.
So my mama, shout out to Tracy Kendrick, said nowadays you do not know who you can trust. Period. And I think she was responding to the family situation, and I think she's absolutely right. You just don't know. A lot of people can really put on this. They can be a wolf with sheep's clothing on, and I know you got that term, and it's just crazy to me. Crazy to me. But in reference to what you just said, I feel like yeah, no, there's. I think let me tell you this: the right way to love a person is the way they need to be loved, and that only way that the right way to love that person is if they offer you that information. Because I don't care who you are, you think you know how to love this person, but they have to show you and tell you how to love them right. So everybody think that, and I hear more women do it than men. I'm gonna be honest. They'll say, well, I shouldn't have to teach him nothing. I ain't his mama.
Yeah, that's not.
I can't raise no man. He need to know what I want. He done been with me 10 years. He said, no, I like this. No, ma'am. No, ma'am. Nobody, Miss Cleo ain't around no more. You have to tell people what you want.
You do.
You do.
Yeah. So I think that, the right way is you tell a person what you want. The wrong way is thinking that somebody is going to assume or know. They'll be trying forever to figure out what you want.
Yeah, but then some people be playing stupid because some people know what they be doing.
Yeah, true. And then when you tell them what you want and then they don't do it and you stick around like they gonna change,
Yeah.
that's a problem too.
Yeah, but that's on you at that point.
Exactly.
That's on you.
Y'all made me think about this video I saw on TikTok yesterday. I don't even know if I shared it because I should have. Iyanla I guess she's doing these concerts or something now. And this lady had been in a relationship for 9 years, a dysfunctional relationship for 9 years. And she kept saying, she said, why were you, something about why did you feel like you deserved more or something like that. Yolanda asked her, and she said, I was in denial. She said, that was scripted. Why did you stay in a relationship? You know what I'm saying? And I think that when you were talking about earlier how people saying things as toxic, sometimes I think that's all people know. Sometimes,
of course.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And so they think, oh, this is love because maybe they got it from their parents
Yeah.
or somebody else. And then now I'm going to go into this relationship. This is the norm. If he not hitting me, he don't love me. If he not cussing me out, he don't love me.
Yeah.
If he not jealous, then he don't care about what I'm doing. And stuff like that.
That's crazy. But I think it all depends on the person. Like I grew up in a household where my mom was abused by her boyfriend, and she abused him too. But growing up, I watched it and I was like, man, I'm losing sleep. I can't sleep because they're in there arguing, they fighting, all this and stuff. And I grew up and I said, you know what? I'm not sending my kids through that. I don't deal with it. If we get to the point to where we gotta be physically, confrontational with each other, bro, you gotta go. You gotta go. Because I'm going to go sit down for me.
Listen,
You know what I'm saying?
sure.
I'm going to
I
sit
will
down
fight you out the door. And I done done it. Listen. you, you don't want to go, you gonna go. Yeah, by all means, you ain't gonna like how I get you up out here, but you gonna get up out of here. Cause listen, I can't. I cannot stay in a toxic situation. I might toxically get you up out of here.
Yeah.
But then I'll just get some sage and the Bible and everything I need to do to get that energy out. But I'm gonna get you up out of here. Because one thing I've noticed too about the toxic relationship, have you noticed how the control factor of you ain't gonna make me do this and you ain't gonna make me do that? You need me. You ain't nothing without me. I hear a lot of
That's
that.
crazy.
A lot of that.
That's just insecure people don't want to let go. I
Yeah.
think that's what it is. They're afraid if they lose that person, then they're gonna lose a piece of them. So I think it's just a fear factor.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
when you say stuff like that.
Yeah. I think so.
And then, granted, in relationships, you get nervous, parting ways from people.
Mhm.
I know even in, my husband and I were separated for a while. But when the divorce was final, I can't tell y'all, I was just like, well, dang. I felt away. But then I also, my sense of relief, I think, overpowered everything. You know what I'm saying?
That
So-
freedom is real.
Yes,
Oh, yeah.
God.
Oh,
Yes,
yeah.
God.
And
Oh,
then
yeah.
God opened so many doors for us now that we single. Like, girl, things are happening.
Yeah.
Baby, come
I got
preach,
time.
Pastor
Yes.
Kim.
Look,
Yes.
I got time.
Yes, you
I
letting
got
somebody
time today.
block your blessings,
Man,
If I
that's
knew
crazy.
the type of people I had to get out the way to get to where I'm at, I would have been did it. You wouldn't listen. What God? Okay, not don't let him. Okay, you got to go.
Yeah.
God said you got to go. You can't be here with me. I'm sorry.
You ain't on this journey.
Yeah. And I know for me, I was stuck on years like, I grew up without my dad. I didn't know my dad. And so I didn't want my daughters growing up, without their dad. So I was like, and I kept saying when they I'm gonna stick around, but when they graduate, I'm done. And I did just that. And I think I hindered myself for that because I feel like God held back blessings. You know what I'm saying, for me. And then once that release came, it's like the outpour of blessings. And my older brother was telling me, he was like, you got to let it go. You got to let it go. And once you let it go, he said, God got greater for you. And if I tell you in the last few months,
Yeah.
I'm like,
Yeah.
come on, God, you better show out.
Exactly. I think we forget that just because we're in a partnership, that doesn't mean that the blessing is a partnership. The blessing can be individual.
Okay.
So if
Oh
the
my
blessing
God.
is individual, God's not going to give it to you until you by
Yeah.
yourself and you are full with you.
Yeah.
But if you think that you need that person, then I'll
Yeah.
wait until you're ready. I'll wait.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's
Mhm.
true.
It's
That's
crazy.
real.
It's crazy. All right.
That's real.
It says, do you feel that you have to be equally yoked with a person in a relationship?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
You definitely do. You got to grow to get there because you got to take your time to get there. It ain't gonna happen overnight.
Right.
People don't be on the same page. You got your expectations, they have theirs, and if it ain't aligning with each other, it ain't gonna work out.
Okay.
That's how
agree.
feel.
So I agree, but I want to say something on this right here
Okay.
because y'all know the Bible thumpers. They say equally yoked. You got to be equally yoked, and I think that they think it's supposed to be some type of standard way of doing this. Like, listen, that term can be so universal. You don't know. First of all, you two individual, unique people coming in a situation. So equally yoked may be I respect that you like a different religion than I do. And y'all might respect each other's differences. That might be their equally yoked. Then you may have a person that both of them go to the same church, or you might have a person that one person like a sunny side up eggs and the other one like scrambled eggs, but they respect each other. And guess what? It's equally yoked. Equally yoked doesn't mean that y'all got to wear the same outfit in the same colors out in public so everybody know that that's your husband and that's your wife. And you got to have a shirt on to say, I'm his wife, pointing to him. And that's not equally yoked.
Yeah, it's not at all.
Have y'all seen that?
Yeah, I mean, I think equally yoked is a plethora of things. It's not just spiritually. I think it is spiritually based on, but it's a plethora of things. It's are we equally yoked when it comes to finances, goals, family, how do you think? Because you may have grown up in a household where you had both your parents, and I may have grown up in a household where I had just a single mom, and our view on life and household, may be a different view.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? So it's equally yoked. I think it just means, are we compatible on all levels?
Yes.
Is basically what
I
I
agree.
feel it is.
I agree to that. Yeah.
I agree. I agree.
It
So,
ain't easy though.
what'd you say?
I said it's not easy though.
It ain't
Listen,
easy. No.
It's difficult. I think one thing is this is already not easy to be in a relationship itself. But then you think about and I mean, I'm talking about just relationship, not romantic. So I'm talking about friendships and business relationships.
Yeah.
Just on the surface level, it's hard for people to understand and embrace that some people have individuality and unique. They're unique. So can you imagine somebody you decide to move in with, marry, and you got I don't like the way you hold the tissue up, and I don't like the way just little petty stuff. So, I mean, if it's already a struggle on a surface level, can you imagine? I mean, I know y'all can imagine. Y'all done been there.
Yes.
Shoot. Listen, crazy, right?
Yeah.
How important is it for your kids to like your partner?
Very important. My kid come first. So if
My
she
kid
ain't
don't like
feeling-
you, I don't
Yeah,
like you.
It's a done deal.
That's how I
I can't
feel.
even. And honestly though, I know a lot of people bring men or women into their kids' life, but I don't.
Yeah.
My kid ain't met
Me,
with two
I
men
don't
in
do
her
that.
life.
Yeah.
And the third, it's actually three, and that's her daddy. Her daddy's one, and I had one boyfriend for 4 years, and I had my ex for 12. I don't, and she's 16. I don't bring people in her life. People are, they just don't get that
Yeah.
kind of. That's
Yeah.
a surprise. You
Yeah.
get the right
Yeah.
kid, it's
Yeah.
a surprise.
Absolutely.
That's true.
And
That-
so yeah,
Yeah, that's very important. I dated a guy, when my husband and I split, and my kids did not like this guy, and I was just like, and that was a big deal for me. It was like, my kids don't like you. Like, I can't rock with you. I don't see a future with you. The gentleman that I'm dating now, my daughters love to death. Like, they like he. It's like he do something, they like, oh, well,
Shout out
he
to
shut-
my sister Boo Thing.
but they love him to death, and that's a part of growth. And I think that's I definitely see a future with this guy, because my daughters love him. That he can't do no wrong.
Yeah. So I'm with y'all. I mean, I'm telling you, I don't care what you got going on. You can have $1 million. If my sons do not like you, then that's it. It's over with. And I done been in a scenario, because it's been many years since I brought somebody around my sons, because I was the person that was searching for a relationship. So I would get one relationship, then the next relationship. When my kids were younger, I actually, being transparent, brought people around them, because I'm like, they boys, they'll be okay. No, it's not okay. So I had to learn that, and I had to take ownership, because see, that's the thing, some people we struggle with. I had to take
Yeah.
ownership. So then now my crazy self was like, nobody gonna come around my boys. It's been years, and I remember I was telling somebody earlier today, I said I can remember dating someone, and my youngest son, I don't know if he was about 5, 6, he was young. He did not like the guy. We was in Home Depot parking lot. I don't know what happened in the car. I don't know what he said to my child. My child got out that car, ran across the parking lot to get to me, because my dad and I was on the parking lot talking about his car. My son could have got hit by a car, anything. My son hates you so much that he getting out the car and running away.
That's
Bruh,
crazy.
you got to go.
Yeah.
You got to go. I don't know what kind of spirits you got up on you, but you got to go. Because my son, they should not. It's one thing not to like somebody, but to get out the car and run from them.
Right. And you
Yeah,
gotta
that's
watch how
crazy.
you gotta know how people are gonna treat your children when you're not around.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Very
Like
much so.
that. Now that's an issue for me. And my daughters, I didn't bring men around my daughters either. And I said I wasn't gonna get into another relationship until they got grown. They're grown now.
Yeah.
19 and 21. And I'm like, yeah. But no, and even still, like, I'm still mindful about the people that I bring around. People don't come to my house. I've never had that, I was never that person,
Yeah.
So,
Because she funny
Yeah.
acting, y'all. I'm just going to let y'all know. My sister she do not fool everybody. When she loves, she loves. She love hard. But she is funny acting. Okay? I'm just letting y'all know.
I'm not. No, I'm not. No, I'm not.
Just because she nice to you don't mean she like you.
It's just that's courtesy. I work in customer service. I don't like a lot of them damn residents. Hope they watching.
Oh my god.
Listen.
Let me say this though. We have to consider that our kids got feelings too.
Yeah.
True.
So when we bring people in their life, they fall for them, then they gone the next minute. They
Yes.
they learning the routine. That is so
Yeah.
like somebody gonna come in my life, then they just might leave me. That's important.
Yeah.
And my daughter, she's like, I'm not ready for you to date nobody yet.
Oh.
She's like, I ain't ready for nobody to take you away from me yet. Like she feels like they're gonna take me from her. And so, even in that situation I was in, the 12-year relationship, she felt like that was her dad. And so for somebody to just disappear completely,
Yeah.
it's like, Mama, what you do?
Yeah.
What? You know what I'm saying? She doesn't really have an understanding. So I had to find ways to make her feel better, take her out, do things with her, make it about her, because she got feelings too.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
And she lost two brothers at the same time. We had two boys in the house with us. They gone.
And
You
see,
know
that's the
what I'm
stuff
saying?
I don't understand.
It's so ignorant that we don't talk anymore, but I promise you it's not my fault. I promise it's not my fault. I would have never left those boys. I raised those boys.
Oh.
Yeah.
So I
Does she have a relationship? Does she communicate with
She
them
doesn't,
now
but-
that they're older?
They won't let her.
Okay, so he basically blocked our numbers from their phones for a long time. It's been a year and about 8 months now that we've been separated, and we finally divorced in November. It's just a whole lot that's been going on, but I've been trying my best to get up with these kids. I swear I cannot talk to them. But I do talk to his daughter. She working the mall and stuff, so that's an emotional thing for me. That's the one thing I hate about the whole breakup, losing my kids.
Yeah.
Yeah, but my daughter, she had brothers, and I can't have no more kids.
Yeah.
So, you know what I'm saying? They got feelings too.
Yeah.
Just consider
And it's
that.
your heart. She said her kids.
Yeah.
That's how you know. Like she said her kids. I would have been like them kids.
Yeah.
That man, children. You know. Her
I knew them when they
kids.
were 2 and 4. They are 13 and 14 now. So,
Wow.
yeah, it's a situation.
That's a whole bun.
Yeah, they were babies. Those were my babies. So I don't really care what he think about it, what he say about it. If they ever see me in the streets, I just want a big hug. I can't wait till they see me in the streets and know that it wasn't my fault. I ain't never put them away. So, yeah, but just consider the kids have feelings too. So y'all bringing people in and out their life, they learn the routine that it's going to happen in their future, and you don't want to mess them up mentally.
Yeah, and that's what they basically saying in the comments. Mama saying. And she also, shout out to my grandma Mary. She want to get her a shout out all the way in Montgomery, Alabama. She's going to send a text talking about shout her out. But, yeah, Mama said the same thing. And I have friends. No. I have associates that I've seen do it, and I've had to start talking to them about, we got to be mindful of stuff like that. But, some people just don't get it. Some people believe that, I need to go ahead and do it real quick. I need to bring everybody around my child. It's okay. And I just don't think it's cool. And I think that it's very unfair.
Yeah.
Very unfair and sad. So, all right, y'all. We about to take a quick break. But I want you guys to stick with us. Share. You're listening to Off the Script on Power 108.9. we're back off the script, and we're having an amazing conversation in here.
Yeah.
So, you guys, we have these all this conversation about relationship. I hope you guys taking notes because we got a lot of knowledge. But I'm gonna
Yeah.
go ahead and let my sis take over with the next question.
Hierarchy in the family, especially like blended families. Like, what's y'all take on it? Being in a home with a blended family. I know you mentioned, you had children and things like that. So, you know, how can we? What's the rank in what would have been in your household? I'm not from. Haven't had a blended family. I would hope soon that I would have one. Um, but who comes first?
Ooh. So I think the children are most important because so from my experience, I went from being a single mom to walking into a house with two new kids who I didn't know anything about, never met for real in my life. Well, actually, I guess I knew one of them, but yeah, anywho, it was a situation where I went from one kid to three, second, third, fourth grade. Like, that situation was crazy.
Mm-hmm.
So I think the kids are most important in that situation because y'all already in a relationship. So now it's
Okay.
time to try to blend it, make it work, and that means learning how to cook for them, how they things they like to do, habits they have, bad and good, and just trying to make that a whole. You got to make it a whole. It can't just be you and them that person no more.
Right.
The kids are important now.
I got
Now, if
you.
you don't have no kids and y'all coming together, that's different, But blended families, honey, it's hard work.
Yes.
Yeah.
It was a job daily. So I did like school, I did cooking and cleaning and taking them to and from and extracurricular. All that stuff is a lot. It's a whole job.
Yeah.
So yeah.
How did you balance it with your ex husband? As far as like when you say you put the kids first, how did he feel about that?
He took it in the right way because he was working a lot, so he wasn't really
Yeah.
available as much. But I did. He felt jealous sometimes. Like, you do a lot more with the kids than me. You do this and do it. You got snacks for them. You don't got this. It was always like
A
what
battle.
about me, type of deal.
Gotcha.
But then I just tried to balance it. I worked
Yeah.
it out.
Yeah.
You tell me about it, I can fix it. But if you don't say nothing, how can I fix it?
Exactly.
Gotcha.
And so it was a communication thing for me. That's what's
Gotcha.
most important. You
Oh,
gotta
yes.
communicate. Because like she said earlier, you can't. They're not gonna figure it out. You gotta tell them how to love you.
Exactly.
Right.
Yeah.
Exactly.
So I
agree.
got a question. I saw this question on social media before though. And this is to both of y'all.
Okay.
You cook a meal, right?
Mhm.
Who gets the first plate?
I always start with the
The
youngest
husband.
child.
I'm just playing the kids.
I always start with the youngest child, and then I try to go up.
The youngest child get the
Well,
first plate?
it depends, cause like for example, when I had my brother's kids at my house for the summer, I always start with the baby child all the way up.
Mhm.
Now with my sons, it don't really matter. Whoever come in the kitchen, I just fix the plates. But I
Okay.
believe the kids first, cause what if we struggling?
Yeah.
What if we struggling?
Mhm.
So what? I'm gonna feed you before I feed my kids. You
Yeah.
use a lot.
Yeah.
Use
I
a
would
lot.
I would fix his plate first, to be honest, and I would make the kids plate and serve them first. Then I'll make sure he had a plate. So that worked out for me. Yeah. So
Okay.
it kind of was a whole type of deal, not just feed one person at a time. I made sure everybody's
Right.
plates was made already,
Mhm.
and then I served them. That worked out too, because then you also know what you got.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
To serve. What you
Somebody
gotta do.
said my husband in the comments.
And
Quick.
people do that,
Right,
Yeah.
right.
because sometimes the man demands that.
Yeah.
He be
Yeah.
like, make my plate first.
Mhm.
Yeah.
I feel like that's what some cultures teach too.
Yeah.
Is that the man goes first, and I think that I think sometimes some people have to think about that nowadays because the man ain't necessarily the breadwinner no more. The man ain't necessarily the one working all the time no more. So you telling me I'm going out working, making, paying all the bills. I'm supposed to come home, cook, and I'm supposed to feed you first? Okay, I'll wait on that too. It's got it's a lot of different things go on now that didn't used to happen. It used to be a lot more, and that's not knocking men, and I'm proud of what I've seen. Some men they've seen to start growing a lot more now, but also women are freaking doing some amazing things too. So I feel like it's got to be a good balance. Maybe I fix your plate this time, you fix mine next time, because
Yeah, I agree.
I think all of the units are equally important. But I think sometimes people put one person on ahead of everybody else, and that's not how the unit's gonna work. That's just my opinion.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. I know I fix my, I'm gonna fix his and I'm gonna put it in the microwave. You know, you know. My kids are grown, so even now
Mhm.
when we eat together, everybody, I'll fix his plate if he's over. We don't live together, so But if you come to my house, I'm gonna fix your plate. I've learned that from my aunt. I have an aunt, and watching her, grow up, watching her, with my interact with my uncle. She always fixed his plate
Yeah.
first. So I was, that's just what
That's
I grew
what
up
you learned,
on.
yeah.
But I'm gonna cook enough for everybody because ain't nobody gonna
Yeah.
go without. But I do feel like for me, when I do decide to cross that bridge, and of course I would, fix his plate, and then make sure the kids eat. Everybody gonna be good.
Yeah,
Everybody
Yeah.
gonna be good.
good.
And also fix my plate. God,
All
because
right,
I
that's
like
what
to
I,
eat.
you
You
heard
hear
me.
me?
Everybody important. That's what I said. I ain't saying I ain't gonna fix your plate, but I'm gonna fix mine and the kids too. Listen, I don't mind fixing your plate, long as I can fix all our plate.
Yeah.
But what I will say, I like the tentativeness of sometimes, he's like, well, you go sit down. You let me do this.
Yeah.
Let me, and I
Yeah.
love that. I've never really had that.
Yeah.
It's like, lady,
It's needed.
lady,
It's a good balance.
lady, go eat.
Look,
I'm like, dang, I can't even get a
it's
plate right
needed.
now. Yeah.
It's needed. Man, please.
Yeah. A lot of men do
Listen.
cook for us too. I like that too.
Yes.
Yeah, I
Yes.
got a
And them
good friend
things
who
can cook.
cooks.
I don't know why men cooking tastes better than women cooking. I mean, but that's a different.
It depends. On
It
on the
depends.
man.
It depends. But the
Like
men
that.
be cooking though.
They have
So,
that
some of them can really cook. Yeah.
My son, they got their little specialty.
I love to see a man barbecue.
My mama done said 1,000
yeah.
times, I've been fixing my man's plate for years. We know, mama. We know.
Go on, fix his plate.
Mama
Miss Kendrick.
always, whether we was in the house or not, my bonus dad is gonna get his plate first. Shoot. Listen.
Let me ask this: who should get the last food in the pot?
The last food in the
Somebody.
pot?
Somebody want the last bit.
The
get
man,
get
I
it.
think. I think the daddy should get it. With a husband or whatever, I think he should get it.
I
It just
think-
depends
I
on
think
who
it depends on who
hungry, really.
want it.
Yeah, whoever wanted
I
to.
don't know.
But like, if you want more food, I feel like.
And I feel like if it's more than one person that want it, y'all share it.
yeah.
Split it. I think that's how you make it work. You got to work together.
I feel like if everybody eat once at least, then whoever wants more can have more.
Yeah.
It shouldn't be no who want it for sure, because that's not fair.
Yeah.
So packing his lunch for the next day
I do that.
from the leftover. That's cool.
Yeah,
I'm
that's
cool
cool
with that.
too.
That's cool. Okay.
I'm cool with that.
Mhm.
Alright,
Long as
we
you
just
pack
trying
mine
to- look,
sometime.
we got Mama Kendrick on here.
Look,
We just
long-
trying to grow as what future wives. That's all.
Honey, I got tired of cooking. I took a whole year off when I got separated. I used to cook different food every day because we would all eat the food that we cooked for the day that I cooked that night. So the next day I got to make up something else. I got sick of cooking, boy.
Yeah.
I don't cook, but I don't cook. I still don't cook. So my man, Lord, send me a man that can cook, baby, because I ain't
Right.
trying to do it. Or we're gonna be going out to eat. I ain't got time.
I like to cook, actually.
I know you do.
You can cook
You the
too.
chef now.
Thank you.
Yeah,
honey.
you
I
can
like,
cook too.
I like to cook, and I learned if my friends know, but if somebody come to my house and I cook, I be like, how it tastes? Is it okay? I want to know. I want you to tell me it's good. Y'all,
When you see my
Man,
plate
tell
cleaned
me
up, you
nothing.
gotta ask.
She be like, I cooked. I went in there last time. I ate them greens. I ate that baked chicken.
She be cooking
That
up.
cornbread, that macaroni and cheese. She had to tell me and fix the second plate. I sure did.
And she always got plenty of food.
And
I like to
wine
cook
and
for
Plenty
cigars.
of food.
And then you just go to sleep over there.
Look, I like to cook for everybody. I just like if you gonna come to my house, you gonna feel comfortable, you gonna be fed, and we gonna chill. We gonna have us a good time. It's gonna be a
Yes.
positive vibe. And if you come to my house with a negative vibe, you will never be invited again. Know that.
Okay.
Cause we don't do that up in my house. Period.
She talking to somebody.
Well, I'm just
Let the
saying.
church say
I'm
amen.
just saying, honey. So now, I just need to know, cause I want to say something. And my sister, I don't know if she remember. I remember a few years ago. How long we know each other? About 3 years now. I
Longer
think
than that.
is it 4?
About 4.
So I remember I guess we got about 2 years in, and I remember us having a conversation about her doing a fashion show. And I don't know exactly what I always said, but I do remember her saying, "I'm just not ready for that."
I know you're
Well, I am very, very proud to say that my sister is about to have. I feel like it's going to be huge. Okay, I feel like it's about to be huge. Her first fashion show. She done had some celebrity people she been styling and posting on TikToks for her and all kind of stuff. And they're gonna actually show up to her fashion show.
Yes, they will.
So, and I'm gonna be there too.
Okay.
So y'all go to the website too. I'm just more promoting for it real quick. But I want you to talk about just this journey you're on. It's amazing. I've seen it. I think you're just beautiful inside and out. But go ahead. I'm gonna shut up now.
So this fashion show is based on my 5 years having my business, and having an online store is really hard because you got so much competition. But for me, I'm like, so when it started, I had a good friend. Her name was Joy Chanel. I never forget her. She passed away from breast cancer 3 years ago. I think almost 4 years ago. And she told me she was doing a fashion show. She was like, I want you to be in my show. And I hadn't even started my business yet. And I'm like, okay, I got to get started. Like, I got to get on it. And I remember, like, the colors, my favorite color is purple, and the second color is pink because of her. And when I got started on it, I got my stuff, I started my waist trainers, and everything went good. And then 2 months later, she passed away.
Oh wow.
So, like, I've been trying to, do my thing from there, just in, memory of her.
Yeah.
But mainly, I have a whole bunch of clothes that I bought from the first year. The first year, 2019, I sold everything. Then the next year was the pandemic, 2020, 2021. So I went through a long time of not selling anything. I got all these new pieces that didn't go anywhere. Clothes don't have an expiration date. So at this point, those clothes can still sell. You still can wear it.
Yeah.
So that's why I put together a fashion show. I'm like, this event is going to be about me and only Pretty Lady Boutique.
Yeah.
Because I go to all these pop-up shops. Somebody got an idea to do something to help somebody sell their stuff. But my idea is to sell my own stuff. So I'm going to have an in-store boutique with my new pieces on the runway. I have about 8 models. They're going to have their hair and makeup done. Everything's just going to go according. I'm ready for this professional show to come, to come apart. And God is so good. I've been meeting so many people that are like, what you need me to help you with? Can I do this? Can I do that? And I'm like, yes, please do. Because I used to say no. I think I can do everything by myself. But now the door is open.
Yeah.
And God has just so many things coming my way. And I'm so excited. So May 26th is the day. I'm sorry.
It's okay.
March 26th. I'm sorry, I said May. March 26th.
26th.
Yes. 2 to 5 p.m. It's going down.
Yes.
At the bakery. I can't wait.
I miss
Y'all, and she can style too. This heifer can style some people.
Yes.
You hear me?
Yes. I'm one of her customers, her clients, I guess you could say.
Yes.
You know, Sasha, you were my first
What?
tester client. Yeah, remember you were doing so much. I'm like, this girl do everything. Let me just start getting her some clothes on. And
I think I remember us talking about that, but I don't know why. I think I don't know. Go
yeah,
ahead.
I didn't charge you nothing. We just used to shop. I used to get her stuff to wear all the time.
Yeah.
And I'm like, I'm building my portfolio. And she did so many things, honey. I got so many pictures. Even your photo shoots, even the things that's on your banner and stuff. You got all those from wearing my stuff.
Absolutely.
So,
I did.
Yeah, we started
I
off
did.
real fast and got to work
Yes,
quick.
honey. And been doing it for a few years, like literally, like, and it's crazy because over time, I'm gonna tell y'all one thing I'll say about, because really both of these two is some beasts, but this one right here, I'm gonna tell y'all what she'll do. I can call her and I'll say, I can't do this no more. I gotta wear this. I need this type of look. I'm gonna be doing this. And when I say, she will sit down, she'll do the research, she'll do whatever it takes to make sure it works for you. And so I'm promoting for her. That means y'all reach out to her.
Right.
Y'all reach out to her because I'm telling you, she got you. Men too.
Oh, yeah.
Men too.
For sure.
So yeah, I love it.
Thank you, girl.
I love it.
That's what's up.
So after the fashion show, what's the next thing you want to do?
I don't have anything yet other than traveling. So, yeah, I don't know if you want to say, but I'm going on a trip to Jamaica with.
Yeah, yes, well, we going
And my
to
boo thing
Jamaica.
for her birthday.
Yep.
So,
And you
yeah.
can say it, shoot.
Sasha's
Listen.
birthday in Jamaica, honey. From
Exactly.
13 to the what, 17?
Look, y'all, I gotta lose some weight before then. I want to be slim and trim. I want to have a hot girl summer. Okay.
Oh, Lord. Look, you are a hot girl. You ain't got to look like nobody else.
Right.
You
know,
right.
that's why God ain't put you on this act to look like no skinny girl or no fat girl, honey.
Yeah.
You look good in your own
Thank
shape.
you,
That's what
honey.
you're supposed to look like.
Well, thank you, honey. Thank
Yeah.
you. I just think that it's one thing I'm noticing. I have seen even with you with you. Yeah, I'm gonna have to pause for a second. Shout her out on her co-starring on a la carte. I'm really happy about that.
Thank you.
I like the show, first of all. And if I like a show and then they got my sister on there, I already let me tell y'all something. I even watch stuff I don't like when she on it, okay? And I'll be like, okay, sis, I watched it to the episode you on. And I seriously did that with one of them.
Yeah, I'm sure.
I ain't gonna knock the person, but I ain't watched that no more after I got to her episode. I ain't like it.
I
But-
know you didn't. I know you didn't, but you got to keep watching this because I'm keep being on there, recurring. See,
Well, listen, I'm gonna
yeah,
keep watching. I'm
recurring
telling you, it's
co-star.
so good. And Candy Burris, shout out to her. I'm gonna meet you one day, boo. As Candy Burris is also on this show. So yeah, my sister gonna make sure I meet her.
I got
So-
you. Produced by Megan Good. That I'm excited
Yeah.
about that.
Awesome.
That's so
Wow.
awesome.
Shout out some of the people that's gonna be coming, some of your celebrities that's been on
Yes.
shows and stuff.
So I got my TikTok celebs, Mama and Ken. That's Latoya and Kennedy, the mama and daughter. So they do a lot of TikToks together and try to show you how mom and daughter should have relationships together. Like they are the best, and they support every black business. If you have a black business and you have clothes, please send them your stuff. They got their own TV show called the Mama and Ken Show coming out. I mean, they doing their thing, and it's only been 1 year.
Wow.
Oh, wow.
Yes. And then my host, her name is Renata Walsh. She is on the movie House Party.
I saw
She's
her
Auntie
actually the other day.
Jean.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, the main star's auntie on the show.
Yeah.
She even on the trailer.
Mm-hmm.
And she
That's
also
what's
models
up.
for my store. So we just did a big photo shoot. She's on all of my stuff. She's awesome. I've been on her for about 4 or 5 years from social media. And we just end up linking up. I told her, when you
That's
blow up, let me
awesome.
know. And I'm going to style you. And then
Yeah.
we hooked up right when she got on this movie. So I'm excited about working with her too.
Have you seen her in the movie yet?
Girl, she's the best part to me.
Baby, she cussed that boy out
She
so
was-
good.
Oh my God. Yes.
That's awesome.
She was funny as crap.
Somebody asked what network. What network was it? Was it
Oh, don't tell me.
Netflix, wasn't it?
I seen it at the movie theater.
I've seen it.
So I haven't seen it.
I
on
seen it
TV
just
yet.
the other day.
It's the remake House Party.
Yes.
Oh, that's what's up.
With the guy that's in The Shy. What is his name?
Oh my God. Start with
Um,
a D. Oh no, it don't start with I don't know their names. I know Jacob Lattimore though.
yes,
Oh,
that's what I'm
dang.
talking about.
Where he
Jacob.
been at?
Jacob is on The Shy.
Yeah,
Yeah.
The singer Jacob Lattimore.
Yeah.
Oh wow.
Is he a singer?
Yes.
I did not know that boy was a singer.
Yes.
Lord,
It was
yeah.
back in the day when like what Sammy was out.
Oh,
Yeah.
really?
it was like-
I met him when he
Yeah.
was 10. He used to sing when he was 10.
Oh wow. What was
He
he in a
was
group or
little.
something?
He was by himself.
I don't
I used to
remember
dance
that
with
boy.
my videographer for my show. Her name's Sheeta Porche. She used to always perform and I danced for her. And she did a show that he was in, and that's when I kind of met him years and years ago. Again, he was 10. He's like 30 now. So, yeah.
Well, I think all of this stuff is amazing. You didn't tell people where they can go get the tickets at, sis.
Yes, go to my website, www.prettyladyboutique, PRETTI, ladyboutique.com.
All right. Now, y'all, $10. I know y'all can pay $10. Even if you don't, yeah, you better come. But you can donate to her, too.
For sure. Go to my website. Everything is there. Be
And
a
I'm sure she's
sponsor,
taking sponsor. There we go.
donations.
Thank you.
I
Thank you.
need 2 more hairstylists and I need 1 makeup artist. So if you guys are interested, please hit me up. It's all about supporting each other. We got to build together. That's how we grow.
Absolutely.
You know, I can pay too. It ain't no problem. I'm just saying. If you want to help out, definitely.
She said I could pay, too.
do your thing.
Yeah.
You know, some people think, they ain't paying, so I ain't going to be a part of it. Don't do that because you don't know.
Right.
You definitely know. I think that's the society of Atlanta because it's so much that people be trying to get people to do and they want you to do it for free.
Mm-hmm.
And I think that's why people, they be like, I don't know, she might not pay or he might not pay because it happens a lot here,
Yeah,
Yeah.
unfortunately.
And
We
one
are women
thing-
of integrity over here.
for
okay.
sure. And one thing I want is people who ready to shop. I don't want your aunties and cousins in my look. Don't bring your
Yeah.
nieces and nephews. They're not welcome. Okay, kids, 16 and up, come through, do your shopping spree, get your grab bag, and do your thing. Cause we're gonna have a good time.
Yeah.
I see a lot of fashion shows. I modeled for 12 years, and I remember nobody in the audience. You know what I'm saying? That's not okay. I want people who are ready to shop. Cause when I get my store, I'm doing seasonal fashion shows, and when you come, you get to pick out the stuff first. You get to shop 1st, and then the other stuff will go on the floor. Like, I'm trying to do this
Yeah.
every year, 4 fashion shows a year in my
Ooh,
boutique
I love
when
it.
I have my store. It's going down. Now, God got things coming.
Oh, yeah.
I'm just trying to see what this going to look like.
Oh, it's
and
gonna,
maybe
It's gonna be
you ain't
successful.
trying to
Yeah.
see. You already know what it's gonna
you
be
know
like.
what? That's my thing this year. Do it. Stop talking about it.
Yeah.
Let's do it.
Yes.
We got to do it like Nike, baby. Just
Yes.
do it.
Write it down.
I'm
Yes.
tired
Write
of
it
talking about
down.
stuff. I'm just doing it now because you have to.
Yeah.
It ain't going to get done if you don't do it.
And and I say this a lot, and I know we about to get done. I'm sorry, but one thing I think people do is we put too much stuff on hold. We procrastinate about too much. Life too short. You don't know if you'll get to next year to do it. You don't know if you get to start on it tomorrow. Why don't you start now? Because you know, I think that we really need to think about the why, the purpose, and what am I leaving? What legacy am I leaving? Because people really don't think about that anymore. People just doing whatever and not thinking about what are people gonna think about me when I'm gone. Are they gonna say I was this great fashionista and I was always beautiful and inside and out? I was like, oh, they're gonna say you was just doing you weren't trying to do anything. Or, what are they gonna say about you? And I really started thinking about that because COVID should have taught us that, you know, we need to go after what we want because life is just too short.
Yeah.
All right. Now, again, you guys go to prettylladyboutique.com to get your tickets. Look, I need to be a commercial person.
And on my social media, at Pretty Lady Boutique.
Yes.
Follow me on everything.
Yes.
At Pretty Lady Boutique. Pretty with
And
the I.
she a celebrity on TikTok.
Oh, my gosh.
She a celebrity. She got a lot of followers on TikTok. So,
Queen Pretty Lady.
yes, follow her. All right, and follow my sister, actress Nicole Crump. And you guys get ready because I'm gonna have a big announcement, and we gonna, you know, real soon. I'm gonna really put it out there. Probably in the next couple of weeks when I get my some things a little few. I can say it, but I ain't gonna say it yet. But I want you guys to know we may take a little bit of break. We're gonna see if sister gonna come back for y'all. Maybe next week, but we may have to take a couple of breaks this month until next month. But it's okay. Y'all know we ain't going nowhere. We'll be back. We family here at Power 108.9. So all right, guys, we love you. Share. And you are listening to Off the Strip on Power 108.9.
Hey.